Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of 911 on Fox, Season 5, Episode 18, the season finale. If you were new to my channel, welcome. I am Lady T. I like to do reviews on scripted reality shows, and I also do reactions. If you return, you one of my peoples? Welcome. So we don't have any comments from last week's video, so we're gonna jump right on in. Excuse my bun, it's wanting to lean to the right, and I've tried to fix it several times, but it's like no, we're gonna lean. Either you gonna have us in the bun and lean, or you just gonna take us down. So I prefer to lean in because it is like 90 degrees outside, and ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, so we starting off now. I I am in no way trying to be shady, but this aerial scene, it was it was it was giving me Midsummer. Now, if y'all have never seen that and y'all are into suspense and stuff like that, go watch it. But if y'all have seen it, y'all know that aerial scene was like, this is very Midsummer, and I was not feeling it. So these people, they are on a wellness retreat and they are inside of their tent, and they are drinking their tea and they're questioning what's in the tea. Like, after watching Midsummer, even before that, I've been like, what is this? What is in it? Because, I don't be just drinking everything. I don't even like tea like that. So I probably wouldn't have been there in the first place. One, we out in the woods, we out in a deserted area. It looks like, it does not look like I am walking distance to get help. So that would have already thrown me off. But they like, hey, what's in this tea? But I'm like, people, y'all over here mad that this dude done drugged y'all, and y'all sitting in the tent on the mountain with a dude who look like he does drugs. Now, I understand just because that looks like that's his get down. That don't mean you should be doggone it, putting doggone the mushrooms and stuff like that in our drinks. So, like I said, couldn't been me because I've been asking all kind of questions, and I wouldn't have been there because this too far off for me. So they get to chasing this man down, and he trips over a rock and like stumbles down a cliff. So the 911 firefighters have to come out, but like by the time they get out there, the people who have already drank the tea are hallucinating. They wandering around, being very harmful to themselves. But when they was planting the little, I don't want to call them the feet, but I can't think of anything else to call them right now. Planting like the little feet, the little leg thing, so the truck can be stabilized, so they can rappel down. I was like, so nobody's noticed that this little leg area is on some rocks. I was like, that don't seem like it would be stable at all. Nobody noticed that. But hey, Bobby and new firefighter lady, they rappel down to, get dude out. But where the leg is, that part of the cliff is starting to fall. And I'm like, we're not finna do this. We're not gonna, just a few minutes into this episode. I really do not want to be seeing nobody, especially Bobby, be getting run over down a cliff by the fire truck. But Bobby and new firefighter lady, they was able to like duck and like this little cup. Thank you, darlings. Yeah. Of the cliff and get out the way. I was happy about that. Like, nobody was harmed when getting this man off the cliff. I don't think the people who are hallucinating, I don't think they was harmed either. But like that would be like a scary situation where you have a job and they like, okay, we doing random checks, and how you explaining, well, I went to this wellness, but I would have got a note from the firefighters like, hey, I need y'all to send a note to my job, like I went to this wellness group situation retreat, and I was doggone it, was given mushrooms without my consent. I wonder if they can sue for something like that. I don't know. Now we move over to this lady. She barging into the beauty salon because her head is itching like crazy. Now I was like, she's experienced the pain of having a new weave. Like, I've never had a weave, but I've told that they are very itchy and they can be very painful, especially if you are tender headed. But like the dude was like, I got a client, you do not have an appointment. What you want me to do? So after she said she was gonna give him a 1-star rating on his salon, he's like, girl, just sit down. He looks in her head and he just completely passes out. I'm like, what's going on in her head? What is that? What happened? So when the firefighters get there, there are maggots in her scalp. And I don't know if they were burrowing into her actual skull or what, but I don't know what I would have did. My skin would have instantly started crawling. Like I don't know what it is when I see a bug, even if it's on just TV or a movie or something like that. I automatically feel like something is crawling on me. You don't know how many times when I have been sitting here, especially when I got my braids just hanging down, and like a piece of the braid, like Grace just barely like glazes over my arm, and I almost jumped completely out of my skin. Like my skin is right here, and I have jumped out of it. That oh, but yeah. So he says, well, what happened was there is back orders with the hair company and the hair industry. So I needed to get hair from somewhere. This man was going to the morgue to get people's hair. Sir, you did what? Now I'm trying to figure out how this happened because I've been to a few funerals in my life. Now, when was this process taken care of? Because usually, they view the body and then they close the casket and it's no longer open and they take it to the cemetery and, they put it on the ground. Or was it a situation where the person was going to get cremated and before y'all did that, I was having some questions, but my mind, I was like, oh my goodness, my head started itching. It was already itching because I need to take these down on like Thursday, but I'm waiting to the last minute because you can tell that I got a lot of fuzz going on. Yeah, my head started to itch, and my skin felt like it was doing this. Was not here for it at all. Child, this moment right here made me mad, upset. It was like it was supposed to be the beginning of a beautiful moment, and I knew it was gonna go completely left. So, woman, she is in labor. She goes to her husband like, "Hey, babe, it's time." He's like, it's time." He gets his laptop, puts it in the laptop bag, gets the diaper bag. Okay, we've got everything we needed. All our stuff is packed. And they get into the car, and my first thought was, "Y'all got a PT Cruiser?" But I was like, "That ain't got nothing to do with this. Why are you focused on what kind of car they're driving?" But I was like, I ain't seen that PT Cruiser in a long time. But I was like, girl, get off of that. As they are pulling out of the driveway, they are hit by a truck because there was a car on the street that is obstructing their view. I was like, this really can't be happening. Well, mom and baby are fine. Husband, he has some memory loss. Like he's lost the past 7 years, so he doesn't remember meeting the wife. He doesn't remember them getting married and getting pregnant. None of those things. So decides to tell him a little story about how they met. And I was like, oh, that's cute. It was, it seemed like it was supposed to be very romantical. He came to her door like, "Hey, is this your food?" The delivery dude, he was in a rush and sent it to the wrong house. And she's like, "Yeah, that's my food." He's like, "Yeah." She's like, "I just moved in here. I'm new to the area." He's like, "Okay, cool." They was like, "You looking kind of cute." And he was like, "You looking kind of cute," but they didn't say that. And she's like, "Oh, you want to come in?" And I was like, even though that seemed very romantical, I am a suspicious person. I'll be like, "I don't know you." My door wouldn't have been wide open. I'm telling you, when somebody comes to my door, my screen door is closed and locked. Whatever you can say to me, you can say to me through my screen door. You understand? Yeah, especially. But that wasn't their story. But me being the suspicious person I am, I wouldn't have invited you in my house. I just wouldn't have done that. For all I know, you could have been waiting in the bushes, even though this was broad daylight. But remember, I have a very suspicious imagination. You could have been waiting in the bushes and clunked dude over the head and got the food, and now you in my house. Or you could have carjacked the dude and came to my house. My mind be going everywhere, y'all. It really do. But hopefully he get his memory back. We didn't see much more of them after that. What else happens? Oh, Henrietta Mama was gonna get married to her boyfriend, and she wanted to get married in the backyard. And Karen was feeling some type of way because we got married in the backyard, and your mama didn't show up, and I seen the hurt on your face that she was not there. And so she not really feeling like we here celebrating you getting married in our backyard, but you couldn't, celebrate with us. And Henrietta's mom was feeling bad because I guess at times she didn't accept that Henrietta was gay and that she was married a woman. I guess I don't know. But since then she has changed her ways. She loves Karen. She loves Denny. Of course, she loves Henrietta. What's his name? Henry. He is mad because he got a pawpaw down, so he happy. So on the day of the wedding, like Buck and Eddie and them and Chimney, they show up and they was like, "What are you doing here?" She was like, "They was like, oh, yeah, ask your mama that," and scurried off. Mama, she decided I'm gonna make it up to y'all. I can get married anytime. But today is gonna be all day. Y'all gonna renew y'all vows, and I'm gonna be here to see it and everything. And I was here for it. And little baby Maya, I think that's what her name is. You know the little girl they was gonna adopt last season. She was there as the little flower girl. I was like, yes, I'm so glad that Maya's birth mother decided to let her stay in their life because she was like, that's my family. That's Mama Hen. That's Mama Karen. That's my brother Denny. That's Granny over there. I don't know the dude yet, but that's gonna be my papa. This is my family over there. You my mama, but they my mamas too. That's what I was getting off. I was like, wait a minute. Oh yeah, I was like, what did I put down? Oh yeah, I was looking at Hen hair. Now y'all, I would love to be able to cut my hair that short. Would love to. But I don't know if I got the head shape for that. And I just happened to like say something like that to my mama, which my mama, every time I've cut my hair, she is doggone it flipped out. Now, mind you, my mama's hair is short and she keeps it like that on purpose. But for whatever reason, when it comes to my hair, I'm supposed to have hair down to the floor. But I was like, I would love that because sometimes like this is why I love Passion Twist because I don't have to mess with it for 2 weeks. I can just keep these in for 2 weeks, take it down, let it my hair rest for a day, wash my hair, deep condition it, and put it back into Passion Twist and repeat the cycle all over again. But I'm like, I would love to have my hair that bald. Now I asked my husband, he was like, I mean, I guess it would look. He really does not care at all, at all. He's just like, oh, I guess I don't have to say either way. But yeah, I was thinking, I don't know how I would look. Because both her mama and Henrietta and Henrietta's mama's, that short haircut looks cute on them. I don't know if I got a head shape for it. I don't know how this back here look because it's always been hair back here. So I don't know if I'm flattened back. I don't know if I got like a hook. I don't know. So y'all that was suggested. If I leave anything out, by all means leave a comment below. If you were new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on so my beautiful face puts a video. You can click on it, you can like it, you can share it with your people, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.